Any question, gentlemen? Yes. Where are you from?
USA.
USA.
Yeah.
That's great. Please come in front. I'd like to see a happy American. Please come. Because we had a group coming here. There were kind of 30 Americans. Sorry to say, they looked so sad and frustrated and unhappy. And it was a spiritual group. Yeah. So they practice all kind of spirituality. As a result, they are super unhappy. That cannot be, no? Mm-hmm. There must be something wrong, isn't it? What's your name?
Jason.
Jason.
Yes.
Very welcome. You come from where? Which city?
San Jose, California.
San Jose. I was sharing satsang there.
Oh, nice.
I think 4 years ago. Was it 4 years ago? I think so, yes. So what brings you here to the Malay?
Yeah, so in November, I have a local Advaita Vedanta teacher named Nomi in Santa Cruz.
Cool.
And I went to his satsangs occasionally for a few months, and then suddenly one day I was listening to music from his like Wednesday kirtan, and I felt this extreme wave of bliss, and it was like unexplainable, and it just seemed like the Advaita Vedanta made the music not normal Indian spiritual music. It had some like really strong power, and I was just like, yeah, I have to go to Tiruvannamalai. It's no longer just a symbol. There's actually like a lot of spiritual power, and you know, it takes months to get used to. Like a lot of teachers will stare you in the eye for 10 minutes, and there's things that seem really weird to somebody who has like little experience with Hinduism.
Yes.
So
in America, you don't look into your eyes 10 minutes, no? That's not appreciated, no?
We don't do that.
No. It's culturally not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know. Good. So, and since when you are in Tiruvannamalai?
Since January 20th.
All right. That's not too long yet, but is it to your pleasing? Is it good for you to be here?
Yeah, it's been really good so far. I've done a number of satsangs and meditated a lot at the Maharshi temple.
That's the best, yes. That's the best.
Yes.
You go in this room where the bench is of his, the bench, where the small bench is.
Which one? The meditation rooms or which?
It's called the hall. It's a smaller place where he used to sit. Maybe they didn't show you this yet.
Yeah. I think I went to that one. I think it's the meditation room because there's a lot of people meditating in that one.
Yes, a smaller room, all right?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
Very good. So there's a good place to go. Very good. And how, Jason, how can I serve you? Avoiding to look in your eyes too long.
No, that's fine. I want to kind of know like, why are things done a certain way? Like, why is there German music playing in between questions, and why is everybody wearing white and orange? And why is everything
very, very simple? Very simple. I like music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So actually, of course, in the retreat, in the first days, we have not been playing music. We don't play so much music. But now, as I told before, there are guests here, you know, and some of them are dreaming all kind of stories. So it's good there's some music in between, you know, that this dream goes up. And also, I said, it's an online retreat. So these people who are all over the world also now seeing you from the back. They're not looking in your eyes. In this camera, yeah. So, and they look at me, but they have not essential experience, like they don't smell India, for example. Yeah, they don't smell it. So I like to give them also some sensual experience with the music, you know, like the Indian music and whatever, Beethoven, yeah, that's what it is. And the colors, yeah, the color. When I came to India in 1981, first time, no? Actually, I was not a spiritual person in the sense, of course, I grew up full on in the Christian background, but I somehow left this and I was into philosophy. And but I came actually to India because I was a mountain climber at that time. I was a young man and I was climbing mountains. So I wanted to climb in the Himalaya. And on the way to Nepal, I came to India. And India, 1981, was unexplicable strong experience, you see? Because there was nothing which is now, which you are used from America or people from Germany. At that time, it did not exist, you know. It was nothing there. It was only this Indian, full Indian, multi-sensual intensity in terms of color, smell, fragrance, sounds, and visual experience. And on top of it, at that time, because it's 40 years ago or more 40 years ago, people were very spiritual. It was before materialism hit India. So people were mainly interested in spirituality. Of course, many, many different approaches. I mean, as you know, in India, there's 10,000 of different ways to approach whatever, the truth or God, and many religious different paths. No? And at that time, I loved the orange color. I just loved the orange. And at that time in the West, nobody had orange. There was now every advertising company, you know, they all use the orange because it's a powerful color. But at that time, it was not there. But I loved it. And since then, I love orange. And because when you sit here kind of not so much looking at the person, if then also people in front of you, they have not red and green and all this kind of thing, but it's kind of white, orange, it's kind of very pleasing. You understand? It becomes kind of a beautiful ocean, waves, you know, they look like waves. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the answers to your important questions.
All right, can I ask another question?
No, you had your chance. Can you imagine? Can you imagine you meet Buddha? Yeah, you come all the way from America. You meet Buddha, and he offers you to have a question. You ask about the music and about the color, and then you miss this unique chance to clarify what you really interested. So, what are you really interested? Before I play the next music.
Okay, real interest.
Something about yourself more, you know, because you asked a bit like, okay, you want explanation why you have white, and is it so important? Or no, actually not. But because I suppose people, when they leave here, they don't wear so much orange than I do. They have other favorite colors, probably. That's fine for me. They can do what they like. But what is for you of utmost importance in life?
Well, what the most important thing is finding the ultimate truth.
Finding the ultimate truth. So how was your approach so far up to now? Because have you found the ultimate truth?
Um, I think probably not. I mean, I think I have a good intellectual explanation, but it's
Very
not
good.
really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intellectual explanation is good here, but I suppose you're not 100% sure, right? Because otherwise, if I ask you, you would say yes. Hmm? So what is, I repeat my question, what was your approach up to now? Do I get it? It was the intellect. You looked intellectually into it.
Yeah, that's part of it. I also followed from 2001 till 2023. I was mainly following like very overly intellectual Buddhist people like Daniel Ingram. And I was doing like one meditation retreat a month. But yeah, in the past 6 months, I've mainly switched to Advaita Vedanta because I saw a lot of problems with their approach. Yeah.
I understand because I also studied Buddhism, particularly Dzogchen. I don't know if you know, it's a very high Tibetan Buddhist teaching. So in the very essence of this approach, this understanding, Dzogpa Chenpo, which means the great completion in Tibetan, also somehow they transcend all this Buddhist, more religious story and come also to this Buddha must be here now. Good. You know, otherwise there's so much practice, and next life, in 10 lives, I become Buddha. It was not so attractive for me. No? So this approach, direct, that's good. So I studied that with a very good master, which I'm still very thankful. Yeah, very thankful to him. He died actually 2 years ago, I think. Yes. And but I wanted, like you, the absolute truth. To know that, you see. Not any kind of projection in whatever manifestation. And then I was, as I said to you, attracted to this man. I was not looking for a guru. I didn't want to be a guru, to meet a guru or to be a devotee of a guru. But I was attracted because what he speaks is truth. So then I went there. So now for you, Jason, what's the hindrance? I say, Jason, hi, you are truth. Truth is here now. And if it would not be here now, Jason, then it cannot be the truth. Then it would be a state which comes in timeline later, which means it would be limited. So this truth must be here now. So what do you have to access the now? Let's not call it truth yet, but just the now. What you have to access? What is here?
Mainly consciousness.
Consciousness. I absolutely accept. Why you say mainly consciousness? What else?
I said mainly because, I'm limited by the five senses and the mind.
Yeah, but these five senses and the mind take place in consciousness, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're perceived by consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So we can say, if we somehow go deeper, sensual experience is there, intellectual experience is there, mental, and now you go deeper and you say, consciousness is here, it's underlying. And is there any separation between this consciousness and you?
No.
No. So you agree, I am consciousness, isn't it?
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good. So now this word consciousness somehow we don't need, because it would be again in an objectification of something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we can reduce I am, isn't it?
Yes.
And this M, the being part, is also evident, because everybody here is in beingness, no? Otherwise we would, sorry, we have to take the corpse out. Dead, beingness is gone, right? So also this M is evident. What remains?
I.
So now you have arrived at I, and from all your former experiences, now going away from this I into again reflection, intellectual check has not brought you to absolute truth, so you stay with I itself. Is there any separation here?
Between I and what?
Exactly. Yeah. No separation. No, there's only I. Only I is here. So now being aware of this I, being this I, which of course you don't need to repeat. You don't need to repeat I, because it's also very clear. But you are that.
I am I.
I am I. Very good. Yes. I am I. Very good. So whenever you waver from this being this presence, which now might be a bit special, but then becomes more and more natural, then you would use his advice, but only then, because now you don't need. Are you unhappy as I? Are you happy as I?
I'm happy.
You're happy, you see, that's it. You're happy, you're here, I is happiness itself. You see? I is happiness itself. I is peace itself. No reflection. Now, when the reflection happens, might be useful in your ordinary life, whatever, fine. But if it comes, it's the troubling phase, doubt, then you could use who am I, or whence does thought arise?
I'm troubled in life. We can just ask, who am I, to try to return to this state.
That's the most direct. That's this kind of axe, mental axe, you see? Somehow you use this to cut through mind.
That sounds very good. Yeah.
Very
It
good.
will be
no?
hard when there's
No.
a lot of.
Wow. I have to stop you here. Why you are projecting now hardship into the future? Happiness was here now.
Mhm.
Why exchanging this happiness, this simple peace of I am, with a projection in the future?
I don't need to. I was.
Very good. Very good. Very happy with you. Jason?
Oh, thank you.
Very happy with you. Excellent. Excellent, Jason. Very well done. Excellent.
Right. Thank you. I will take this advice.
Very
yes.
good. Very good. Very good. Don't make a system out of it. Stay here. Wherever you are, this is the truth.